We love family photographers, but we don't always have the budget for a professional family picture every year. So this year we invited our friend Chris Knorr over. He's a professional photographer to give us some of his top tips for taking your family photo on your cell phone. Well, I feel more confident than ever that you could take an awesome family photo right on your cell phone. And I'm excited to share these tips with you today because they worked awesome.
My name's Chris. I have a photo business in the Twin Cities, Chris Knorr Photography, and I'm a wedding photographer. I love it.
So the first thing you need is a tripod or a selfie stick, and then let's get started.
Okay, so every time I'm photographing, I go through basically 4 main points in my head. So the first one is light. I always want good light. Light is gonna make it or break it for you.
So we headed outside at that magical time of day right before dusk when the sun is getting low and everything has that nice golden glow. But we know that that's not always possible.
And so you wanna be really careful with front light, so when the sun is over top or in front of you, or side light if the sun is high. You can get away with it if the sun is really low. It's beautiful, but you really want to be careful of those shadows you'll get underneath your eyes and nose. In the daytime, I would say a lot of backlit photos are beautiful. Sometimes the cameras on your phone have a little bit of a hard time with that, so shade is great. And you don't want to go into deep shade, but where you see the sun kind of just bending around a wall or anything, that's perfect.
My top tip for you is to actually use the video function when you're doing this. So set your phone up, get everybody in place, and then set it to video. We did this for the first time last year when we were taking our full family photos, and we had 12 people, lots of little kids, and we were trying to get everybody to smile all at once. It's nearly impossible to capture that in a photo. So we just turned it on video, and then we were able to capture a screenshot. Your cell phone these days has a great camera on it, so the quality is still very high even on video, and especially if we're just using these for our Christmas photos, you're still gonna get a great resolution. But let me show you this. So like in this frame, everyone's smiling except Corbin. He has his eyes closed. So I was able just to nudge back one frame and get that perfect photo where everybody's smiling and everybody's eyes are open. And so to have that ability is a game changer, especially if you have a large group or small kids. So for the first shot, we decided to sit in the grass right in front of our house. Another tip of his is to put the dad or whoever it is with the biggest stature, have them sit down first.
We had Tom sit down first, followed by Dawn, because that's just a really natural way that a lot of couples and families sit down on the couch and stuff. You'll get dad sitting down, the mom will come in, and then we just like,
add in.
I usually just get the kids to pile in.
Okay. Chris noticed that our house was actually working as a natural reflector, so we got that nice glow behind us from the setting sun, but then also still got some front lighting that was bouncing off of the house.
And so we have the sun coming in, and then it's coming back here. It's gonna fill up everyone's faces really well with light.
All right, so everybody look up there and smile. All right, so how would you reposition us? So what about Adeline? Does Adeline look
I was good. The only thing that I would have you do is, Adeline, if there's a way that you can get a little bit closer to your dad, because everyone else is like squished in. Yeah, even that totally. Yeah, that worked. And then Adeline, the other little thing that I would say is your hand, bring it by your dad's back. And then the one thing I try and keep notice of is hands. And just making sure that they're looking natural and they're nowhere that might be distracting. Because your attention would flow to it before, but now it's just like super clean and solid. That's awesome, you guys.
1, 2, 3, you need a big smile. Can you smile? Oh, there we go, right up there. There we go.
Another idea is to bring some fun furniture outside. So we have these great blue chairs, and so we wanted to bring them outside.
Someone needs to be, I think, in the middle though.
Okay, perfect.
And then,
okay.
And we all know from taking selfies that the angle is key. So it is good to angle down a little bit towards you.
I usually always photograph about this much higher.
A little bit, yeah.
Tom, if you could pull your one foot in a little bit. Yeah.
And then if Adeline, yeah, kind of leans in.
Yes. Solid, guys. I loved where your head was. Instead of leaning forward, bend it a little bit more on your knees, like this, so that your torso's upright. Yeah, yeah, yes, that's right. I know, you're like doing a squat, but it's perfect.
Okay. Is Corbin looking a little too casual?
He looks
how he's like split.
Oh, maybe just a little bit more up at Corbin as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
All right, 1, 2, 3, everybody smile. It was also a great spot to put my sister's 2 kids, Adley and Declan.
Okay.
Adley, can you put your arms down? Hi, sweetie.
Say cheese.
Adley, can you look at mama?
Now, getting the attention of little kids, that proved to be a little bit tricky. So jingling keys can be helpful, or blowing bubbles.
Yeah, if you can be on a portrait mode with a tree and just have the background blurred, they're
Okay.
beautiful. If you can pull back, or just make sure you're in a spot that's a little more clean for trees. Otherwise, right here, we've got the busy trees, but we're just going clean and just having the crop behind us. Yeah.
We're gonna make a nice picture for Nana. Can you smile pretty for Nana?
Oh man, that's a good Christmas surprise right there. That's a good Christmas surprise.
Yay! Say Christmas present.
Oh, you guys are on that. Yes.
And you saw this great picture that we took for my parents of all their grandkids. We want to make it into a Christmas gift, and I have directions below how you can make a custom canvas for just a few dollars, and it is so simple. And some other fun photo gift ideas as well. And of course, as long as you're out there taking pictures, you might want to think of a pose for your Facebook banner. And so this pose was perfect for that. And if little kids aren't feeling especially cooperative that day, giving kisses, having them kiss you can be a great way to get a fun pose without them having to smile.
So during a photo shoot, our kids will have treats. Not uncommon at all.
Yep.
It's also fun to find a cool wall to stand in front of, and you can group everyone together or line them up from youngest to oldest. It's kind of fun to see the varying height, and it'll be a fun pose to repeat year after year to see how everyone grows.
Okay, you guys, Corbin and Maggie, I think you got to connect somehow. Yeah, you're good, Maggie. You got it. Oh, and then Corbin, or Gage. One of you. You guys are perfect earlier.
Now here's a pro tip though, do not cut off people at the knees.
You either want it to look on purpose, so the crop's coming at the thigh, or it's coming all the way down to the bottom of the feet.
Never cut off right below the knees or in the middle of the shin. That will be a sure sign that you took your photos yourself.
I think Gagey needs to smile.
Alright, everybody look and smile.
Cute.
Happy birthday, Gage. Alright.
I think Corbin needs to do something with his arms.
Oh, come on.
Corbin, can you put like a hand on your hip by Adeline's side?
He's like, this is the best.
Like
There you go.
in the pocket. Yeah.
Should Tom turn a little angle a little bit so he's not so straight on, or is he okay?
And for this type of pose, Chris said it's good for men to face forward to the camera so you look nice and broad and strong.
So the tradition was the V, but if the guy looks straight at the camera, then it actually broadens your shoulders. It makes you.
But for gals, generally we want to turn to the side a little bit. We're not trying to look any wider than we need to, right?
If it was just the two of you, I'd do like belly button to hip bone. But you guys are looking great like this. Yeah.
Alright, big smiles at the camera.
Awesome. Perfect.
Good job.
Next, we want to try out one of those poses walking down the driveway. So the key for this is to tell everyone in your family to not look at the camera. Rather, look at each other, joke around, laugh around. Also try to keep everyone evenly spaced. It proved a little more difficult, but we just ended up going back a few different times and it worked out.
This is so much fun. We have a butter afterwards. Will that be fun?
You guys are doing great.
You can make that face. That was the perfect picture, and then you were making a face.
You don't know what it looks like.
And of course, be sure to stick your chin up whenever you go to take a picture. It might feel a little awkward if you're sticking your chin up, but it's not gonna look weird. See, look at this. Like if my chin's down, now if I stick my chin up, it feels like I'm sticking it higher than what would be normal, but it doesn't look weird.
And then for this one, if you guys are up for it, just do like a, how would you feel if I just cut you off? Like right here.
I trust your judgment.
Yeah? I'm like trying, sorry, I'm usually looking through the lens. So,
Gagey, do you have any birthday smiles? Are we gonna have pizza for supper?
and then lastly, and I think most important, is the moment. You wanna make sure that the photo session is just relaxed and fun for your kids. Like looking at each other, like just having fun, or like, I don't know if you guys like, if you're like tickles, or if you're like, yeah, let's just hang out and like talk and like give her a little kiss or like stuff like that. So this could be a cute time, yeah?
I think we tickle.
Yeah, I like tickle photos. Yeah!
That's our word, though.
so the sun just popped out below the horizon, which means that we can do photos anywhere. I love the barn door. That was side lit before, so it was just not gonna make a great photo before, but right now it's awesome. Guys, I think you're gonna look great there.
Corbin, just smile.
Who can make the best chicken noise?
I didn't realize you were recording.
That's the best edits.
That's how you get a genuine smile.
People are being themselves. That's the best.
And it's great to just engage your kids like Dawn and Tom were doing, where they're looking at each other and walking or having tickle fights or any fun stuff like that. Just keep it fun and relaxed.
And of course it's okay if you want to do one with just the kids too. But notice this, here they were just kind of all sitting straight, but then we had them put their knee up, lean to the side a little bit, lean on each other. Maggie put her hand under her chin, and it just made them look a little more relaxed and casual. And always remember this, people are drawn in by smiling, happy, laughing faces. So if you're finding that everyone is kind of having cheesy smiles after a while, they've just been smiling too much, Chris says that a great thing to say is yay! Yay! Saying yay helps to create that smiling face that we're after. And it does not have to be overly complicated. You can just have your kids lay in the grass. We also did one with pumpkins so that I could put their name and age on each of the pumpkins. It's sometimes fun to sneak the year into the picture as well. So have some fun with it and don't feel like it has to be overly clever. There's always next year too, right? So now that you have your videos on your phone, you can go ahead and slide to just the right spot in the photo and take a screenshot. From here, there are so many great editing apps to really make your photo pop. So Lightroom is a great one, but some of the adjustments that you might want to make, depending on how great your lighting was, you might want to adjust the brightness a little bit, but don't go too far so it looks washed out. You're definitely going to want to increase the saturation a little bit and potentially the contrast too. So play around with it a little bit so it looks vibrant but not overly edited. But also remember this as you're taking your stills, that you're gonna be putting it into a Christmas card template, right? That was the whole point of these. And so those are very forgiving and add a lot of energy in and of themselves. So don't worry about cropping it. I actually like to crop it when I'm designing my Christmas card. So don't worry about doing that right now. Find the layout that you're gonna use for your Christmas card, put it in, and then play around with zooming in and out on it.
So for outfits, I would suggest nothing with big logos and nothing too busy. Earth tones and jewel tones are really good.
Another tip is to have 1 out of every 3 people wearing a pattern. So go for a solid pattern. We went with kind of a blue and gray scheme. I'm wishing that we would have done something a little bit brighter, but you learn each time you do it, right? But check this out. Here are a bunch of other outfits that we put together with just our own clothes. And we have limited clothes because we're minimalists, right? So you definitely don't have to go buy new outfits for this photo shoot. Just get creative with what it is that you already have and think about what are some of the popular color combinations right now, like marigold and blue or black and white, or just doing some fun red colors for the season. When we did our family photo, we just told everyone to wear red and blue, and that 1 out of every 3 people could wear a plaid shirt. And that's as much direction as we gave, and it actually really worked out well. And we want to see your family phone photos too. So use this hashtag and we'll be giving away 5 $50 gift cards. See all the details down below. And now that you'll be able to check family photos off your list, we also have some great ideas for this guy. If you're looking for something new, or if you want to start a new tradition with him, we have a really creative idea for that, as well as what teachers actually want for Christmas. And I think we're gonna need to appreciate them especially well this year, right? Some super fun gingerbread houses that you make with just graham crackers and frosting. They're so easy, but it's our kids' favorite tradition. And also some non-annoying toy gift ideas. We're all about toys that keep your kids busy and occupied, but don't make a lot of noise. So you can find that list down below as well. But normally we're talking about family minimalism and simple living, helping you to declutter your house quickly and easily. So we'd love it if you would subscribe so we can spend some more time together. But we hope that you have an awesome holiday season with your family.